Namaste, yogis. My name is Jen. I'm a 500-hour Kundalini yoga teacher. I also have my doctorate in pharmacy, and I've done fellowships in anti-aging and metabolic medicine, neuroscience. I work in functional medicine, integrative health. I have my 500-hour in regular yoga, so I have my hand in a lot of different pots, and I like to use all of those experiences in my Kundalini yoga classes. So I focus a lot on anti-aging and longevity. So today we are going to be working on the lymph system. If you haven't done Kundalini before, it is one of the most, if not the most potent forms of yoga. We use the endocrine glands, the spinal column, the nervous system to bring balance back into the body and to clear out old energetic stagnancies, so that the body is clean and pure and in balance. And once your body is in balance to your energetic frequency, your true energetic frequency, then you will be attracting what is meant for you. If you're living in energy that doesn't support your dharma, your purpose, you are going to be on the wrong path. So Kundalini is super potent at bringing those imbalances back into balance so that you're living your true manifestation. All right, so I like to call it ancient neuroscience. These ancient yogis did not have the modern imaging techniques that we have. So there were no CT scans, there were no MRIs. They had to rely on breath, spinal manipulation, and cleansing the organs to heal themselves. And I think that that is probably more advanced technology than we're using now with this Western medicine. So I love Kundalini yoga. Take everything at your own pace. If you need to stop, if something's too intense, listen to your body, but then just hop back in with us. Nothing we're doing today is super intense, but everybody's different. Some days this is gonna be like a piece of cake. You know, sometimes things are gonna bubble up and it's going to be very intense emotionally or energetically as you let these things go. And I like to always say, you know, you've got to feel it to heal it. So just kind of remember that as we start through class. I just want to go over a couple things. If you've never done Kundalini before, we use a lot of breath work, specifically fire breath. So if you've ever heard people saying, you know, they want to tap into their DMT, use holotropic breath work, you know, have a Kundalini awakening, that is primarily fire breath. So we have about 2 to 4 milliliters of cerebral spinal fluid in our spine. This is the fluid, it's the most charged fluid in your body. This bathes your organs, helps cleanse them. It bathes your endocrine system, those glands that basically control all of your hormones, and it also gets into the ventricles of your brain. So the reason that's so important is by using this breath work that we're going to be doing, you're charging it even further, and you're actually doubling the amount of cerebral spinal fluid in the body. So at the end of a Kundalini class, you could have up to 6 to 8 milliliters of cerebral spinal fluid. And the way we're moving the spine and the positions I'm putting you in are able to clear out the nerves. So a lot of the time, like the ventricles in your body, the arteries, they can all get calcifications, especially in the brain. So this charged cerebral spinal fluid is kind of like a hose. When we clamp things off, like a dam, and then we unwind, that fluid goes through and kind of cleans out any of that debris. So the breath is super important. When I tell you, like, close off the liver, close off the kidney, I want you to really do that because that's what's gonna clean out your body. All right, so let's just do a quick overview of fire breath. Fire breath is primarily focusing on the exhale. So on the exhale, you're through the nose always. Unless I tell you different, we're breathing through the nose. So your lips are gonna be sealed, tongue to the roof of the mouth, tiny space between the teeth, the whole class. You're pulling the belly button into the spine on the exhale. So it looks like this. The faster you go, the more heat you're gonna generate in the body, the more charge you're gonna generate in the body. So if you're just starting, you don't have to go as fast as I go through this class, but just focusing on the exhale. You don't even have to worry about the inhale. Your body is going to inhale itself to get air, all right? And then the other thing you have to know is a lot of people like to skip the Adi mantra at the beginning. You can't skip it, okay? that's what tunes your body up. So any musician's going to tune their instrument before they use it, you need to tune your body. So Adi mantra is Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. We say it 3 times. You can say it in your head if you're not comfortable doing it yet, but you really want to use the reverberations of your own voice to tune the cells of your body for Kriya. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Namaste.